Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. So this is a very spontaneous video. I actually just wanted to jump on here to show you all how I've been using the daily planner by Estelle. This is from their new magnet collection, which I absolutely love. The paper, y'all, is top tier. The paper is so amazing, and I did want to update you on the paper. So I did end up doing a pen test, and I have not done one of these in any of the videos, but I did do a pen test. So as you can see, I pen tested 2 brush markers, and then I pen tested this Twisby that has Catnip Cafe by Ferris Wheel Press. And if you know anything about Ferris Wheel Press inks, you know that their inks are very juicy, they're very wet, and Twisby's also write very wet. And then this was in this purple color. I forgot the name of that ink color, but it's purple. And this is how it looked. So if you see that, it just ghosts. There's absolutely no bleed through, but the ghosting is really a characteristic of like Tama River paper. It does ghost, but it holds up very, very well. So I've literally had no issues with any bleeding whatsoever. Absolutely love, love, love the paper. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the front. So this was my spread from yesterday. I actually think I'm enjoying creating daily spreads like this because I can use like different types of stickers, but I noticed that when I flip over, in order for the page to really look cohesive, I did use the same stickers. This was January 5th. I actually back planned in this one last night. Well, what's today? Okay, no, never mind. I didn't back plan. Yesterday was the 5th. What am I talking about? So I didn't back plan, but I actually did this whole spread last night because I got a chance to actually just sit down and create this spread to see if this layout was something that I actually was going to continue to enjoy. So over here still would be my appointments and bills. Y'all, if I have to stop because I'm coughing, I don't know. For some reason, between yesterday and today, I have no idea. My throat is like really scratchy. And I rarely get sick. So I'm thinking, okay, I need to go take me some oil of oregano and some tea and some hot tea because I cannot be sick. But anyway, so this is just from yesterday, and I absolutely love the way it turned out. I actually had enough space to write my top priorities. So I'm going to zoom in because I know y'all cannot see my handwriting. So I have my top priority, which are the things that I'm doing for the day or want to try to. Then I have my notes, thoughts, and then of course I have a little bit of space left. And then I have my daily reflection, which consists of a couple of questions that I'm asking myself or a couple of statements that I'm answering. And then over here is my memory keeping. So these are just some pictures that I put here. Like these two are just pictures that I put here that I had previously taken, but this one was from yesterday. And the craziest thing was that I told myself when I got ready to glue it down to make sure it wasn't upside down. And y'all, if y'all look at the picture, it is clearly upside down. So when I noticed I had glued it upside down, I know that I just left it because it wasn't going to come up. So today I am going to just finish my spread with y'all. So I'm probably going to like talk to y'all while I finish the spread because I already printed the pictures. And if you want to know what I printed the pictures with, I printed the pictures with the Canon Selfie CP1500. So I printed 4 pictures from today. And this was like of my lunch that I had. This suit was so good. My best friend actually bought me this suit. It was so good, y'all. And then this was a picture also from today. I absolutely love this picture because everyone kept complimenting me on my shirt. The shirt is actually a dress, and if you can see, it has like the sleeves are like a mesh or like a net type of pattern or whatever you call it. So I absolutely love this picture, and I took this picture here. I took at the gym. I do work out before I go to work because the gym is literally right beside my job, so I have no excuses to not work out. And I know this is weird, but I do take pictures of my thighs and legs when I am on the leg press because I kind of want to see from my thigh standpoint of view if I'm actually losing weight. And you know that sometimes there are certain body parts that we can actually look at to tell, like, okay, I think I am losing weight, because it's just certain parts of your body that it's like it gets slimmer, or it's slimmer than others when you're losing weight. And I know I can't be the only one. So I always take pictures of my thighs because I can always tell in my thighs if I'm losing weight, because my pictures will look smaller and smaller and smaller. So, but all of these pictures are not going to go here at all. I'm only going to put, this one's kind of big. I may have to crop some of the bottom because it's kind of big, and I don't want to cover that picture. It ended up being kind of big, so it printed like card size. So I may have to just crop a little bit off the bottom. But these pictures I'm going to just put in the back after the video. Let me close this. So I need to get my paper trimmer. So I have 2 paper trimmers because you can never have enough paper trimmer. So I'm going to just trim this just a little bit, not a lot, because I don't want to take away from the fishnet looking. So, okay, that works. And I'm going to use my Zig glue. This is amazing. So this is the glue that I use. I love it because it glues on really fast and it does not crinkle. I hate when people use like paste to put photos down or pictures, or like they craft with paste, and then it's like it makes the paper crinkle. Like, I absolutely hate that. I'm actually gonna close it for a second and let that dry for a second, because I thought it would just be like such a cool idea to show you all just how I do like my little memory keeping part of the spread, which is not going to be like very long. I'm usually just going to write like a 1 or 2 sentence memory about this picture. One thing I wanted to do this year was I wanted to just really be intentional about what I was planning, what I was journaling, because I just want to take out the hassle of having so many planners and so many journals. So I decided that I wouldn't use my rings. I would just literally memory keep in this particular planner, because I wanted to make everything just really compact. Because sometimes we get carried away with having too many planners, and that's just something that I've learned about myself, is that I don't want the hassle of having so many planners and journals anymore. Like when I was a little younger, you know, around in my 30s, I was so hyped I could keep up with all these things. But now that I've added other things into my life, as such as like my reading YouTube channel, I pretty much like, okay, I don't have time for 10 planners anymore, 10 journals anymore. So everyone today just kept saying like, oh my gosh, your shirt is so cute. Your shirt is like super cute. So I hope this is because I think that's kind of crooked, but it's okay. And I always have to use my pencil board because this Ferris wheel press ink, this Catnip Cafe, it takes a while to dry and I don't want to smear it. I've smeared this color before and it's awful. So everyone just literally kept telling me like, oh my God, your shirt is so cute. Well, it's really a dress, but I wore jeans with it because it doesn't look like a dress because it's so short. And I literally, y'all, just took this picture when I got home. I was like, oh, I need to take a picture of this shirt when I actually get home. So if y'all can see, I can zoom in, like it's so wet, like the ink is like so wet. And I'm trying to see if I need to like fill it up a little bit because it is getting like a little low. Another thing with this picture, sometimes I do like to take pictures of like my face so that I can see if I actually see progress with my weight loss. For the last 2 weeks, I did not take the injection. So for people who aren't new to my channel, saw my video of me talking about my endocrinology appointment and just weight loss, I did not take the injections. I don't think I had taken them for like 3 weeks because I just wanted to see, like, if I came off of them, would I see like a regression in like my eating behaviors? And y'all, when I tell y'all, yes, I did. However, because I was still kind of active over like my vacation break, I still managed to, I guess, like maintain my weight. But oh my gosh, when I tell y'all, I was craving every carb that I saw, like especially like rice, bread. I was literally hungry just all day long. And that is something that I've struggled with like for forever, since I was like a kid. It didn't even matter. It would just be like my mind is telling me like you're hungry and your body's like, no, you're not. And then when I started the injections, I started in, I think it was the ending, I think, y'all, of like November when I published that video. I think I lost 10 pounds. And then, so that was the first month. So the first month I did lose weight. I lost 10 pounds. The food noise completely went away. I didn't think about food. Even though I felt full, I still was eating, but it's like the cravings of like, I don't want to say bad foods, but unhealthy foods that I was like craving completely went away, because I love certain things. Like, I'm not like a sweet eater, but I love slushies. So just my desire to engage in unhealthy habits completely like went away. And then the next month, when I started on the next box of injections, it's like it stopped working. I guess because the dosage was not high enough. And I think it's like a 0.2. I think it's like 0.2, but the dosage clearly is just, it's like I'm immune to it now. Which is like really crazy. So even when I started taking the second dose, or even when I started on the second box of the injections, I started like the food noise like slowly started coming back. So that's one of the things that when I see the endocrinologist, I think my follow-up was January, but I'm having to reschedule my appointment to February because I had not paid my insurance premium yet for it to start. But that is just something I guess that they're going to want to know, because if they need to put me like on a higher dose, then they're probably going to put me on a higher dose. But I'm still just kind of like hesitant with that. But yeah, let's get back to this. That is pretty much, I just kind of write just a little bit about the picture and what are some of like my thoughts surrounding the picture, and how my coworkers just thought my shirt was just so cute. Everyone was saying that all doggone day, and I was like, thank you, y'all. So it's just like really cool when people just acknowledge the way that you dress. It does kind of make you feel good when people love what you wear and they're asking you like, where did you get that from? That is so cute. Me, most of the time, I don't even pay attention, you know, but it does feel good when, you know, you get compliments. And I'm really not like a person who loves compliments. I actually hate compliments, y'all. Now that I've showed you pretty much like what I do with the photos and the memory keeping part, I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing in the back. So if you want to know, so these tabs are from Theoretical Design, if you're wondering. And I got these like over a year ago, so I'm not sure, y'all, if she still have these in her shop. This says brain dump. So what I decided to do with the little pictures that are back here, with the little bit of pages that are actually back here, I decided to maybe add these pictures. So what I will do is, I may not do it every single day because the paper, the paper is pretty expensive. So I only printed on my CP1500 because I had 4 pictures that I wanted to use. So these 2 pictures will actually go in my fitness planner. So the other picture, this picture, I want this picture to go in my fitness planner as well. But I think what I want to do is maybe do 1 picture every day, or 1 picture like every other day in the back, in order to like take up this extra space, because I want to be really intentional on using the entire planner. I don't want any extra pages. And I think that going forward, I will be keeping my planners, because usually I throw my planners away at the end of the year. Like, I'm serious. I do. And I know people are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe like you would do something like that. But I really do. I just throw them away at the end of the day. So, but I want to make sure that at the end of the year, I have space just for any pictures that I'm memory keeping with from January to December. So I think I'm going to just go through this and see how many pages for pictures I can dedicate to each month. But I am going to put this picture here, and the only thing I'm going to write, y'all, is I'm going to just write the date and like just like a 1-sentence caption, if that makes sense. So I don't know why I keep I don't know why I keep getting these upside down. I almost made it, or I almost put it upside down. And this photo paper is actually thicker than the QX20. Just keep that in mind. So I don't know if I will always use the CP1500, because the photo paper in the QX20 is a lot, like I'm talking about, y'all, a lot thinner. It's like paper thin, and it's also adhesive. That way I don't have to use this. So pretty much what I'll do is, I was trying to see if I should write the date at the top or just put the date like underneath. I think that ink may be dry. I can move that. So I'm thinking it'd probably be cute if I wrote the date up here. So just write the date up there. And this is my best friend really can cook. just one sentence statement like that. And I think that is totally it, because I just want it to be like really, really quick. So maybe this is an idea for your planner that you were thinking like, oh my gosh, I did not think that I could just like use photos or pictures in the back to like take up these extra pages. So that would be really cool. So I think that's really cool. I have to like kind of like wait for this to dry because I don't want it to smear. I hate when my ink smears. Smearing fountain pen ink, y'all, is the worst. The absolute worst. So that is the end of today's video. If you enjoyed the video, leave a green heart in the comment. Let me know in the comments how your planning is going so far for 2026. Until next time, thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.